Once every 10 years, everybody living in the United States is counted. It's a huge effort to see what our communities look like, what the household situations are looking like. Are more students living with their parents? So the census is a snapshot of our communities and what our country looks like in 2020. So Salt Lake City is pulling its efforts to outreach and engagement efforts to target hard-to-count populations. And that includes children under the age of 5, students, the elderly, immigrants, refugees. So we're really focusing our outreach and engagement efforts to engage those communities to make sure they feel confident and safe to complete the census and they have accurate information. So we'll do a media and marketing campaign to share information to them. We'll target it, the information to show them how the census affects them on a local level, that, hey, you live in a neighborhood with not enough schools. That's because you live in a neighborhood that was undercounted for the last census. So really trying to talk to people about the importance on a local level and bring it back home to them to help them understand it. The census is political empowerment. So no matter how much money you make, where you live, everyone counts equally, including resident status, citizenship status. So the census is about how many people live in our communities to get a better understanding of where businesses should build, how much schools we should build. So for instance, our Salt Lake City is targeting its census outreach effort to count children under the age of 5. They're historically been undercounted. So a big case in point is that students who aren't counted, by the time they get to kindergarten, are there seats for them in the classroom? Is there enough schools in your community? So the census affects everyone from age 0 up until 99. It includes how much we get for Medicaid, Medicare. So it's really important that everyone in the state is counted because it's about funding. The census is a federal government effort. It's protected by law, by federal law, under something called Title 13. So everybody, all the Census Bureau workers are sworn to protect information. They take a lifetime oath. All census data is protected for 75 years. So only the Bureau gets access to that information, not ICE, not the police, not the FBI, CIA. That information's purely demographic to see how many people are living in our communities and get a better snapshot of what our communities look like diversity-wise. This is the first census that same-sex couples can tell, say that they're living with someone on the opposite sex, or it's just to get a better snapshot of what our communities look like in 2020. You'll get information come March 12th, 2020. 80% of the population will get a mailer inviting them to complete the census online. And they can go online and fill it out. This is called the first modern census because it is the first time you can complete the survey online. The rest of the population will get a paper mailer asking them to fill it out through paper and then mail it back to the census. You also have the opportunity to call in. Census right now is only in 2 languages through paper and online, but when you call in, there's over 13 different languages, and I think actually online too. But you're able to call and give your answers as well. The Census Bureau, as a tip, will never call you. We're also part of our outreach campaign trying to keep people savvy about scams that might involve the census. The Census Bureau will never call you. So come March 12th, you're able to do it online, through the mail, or call and give your information.